Titans have won 5 of their last 6. There are big implications for the AFC wildcard today in Oakland. At 7-5, the Titans have the same record as the Steelers, but Pittsburgh has the tiebreaker for the second wildcard. The Raiders are 6-6 after losing 2 straight. Would only have a 2% chance to make the playoffs if they lose today. Can always count on that. Can always count on my girl Diana Rossini, who is in Oakland. What in the world is going on with the weather? I feel like the rain is just mirroring what's going on with the Raiders right now.
Yeah, for sure. It's been raining for about 24 hours here in the Oakland area. And you can see out here, this is just the tarp. And you may hear some sounds of the maintenance team out here at the Coliseum trying to dry this place out. I actually walked out on the tarp before, and I was standing in about 6 inches of water. So they're trying to clear that off. Of course, we have a few hours till game time. But the good news, Sam, though, it's not raining anymore, and it's not expected to start again. So let's talk some football. The Tennessee Titans this past week talked to some players on this team, and they said Mike Vrabel had a little chip on his shoulder. He had some attitude about this team's attitude going into this game. He doesn't want them to get complacent. So what he did was he showed this famous Mike Leach post-game speech. You can see it on YouTube. It was when he was at Texas Tech, and basically the message of Leach's speech was, last week was last week. This is about this week. Nobody cares what you just did. Nobody cares that Ryan Tannehill is now the star of this team. And here's what I learned about Tannehill from talking to players. The defense, they say they feel such a different jolt on this team because they now know the offense is going to put up some points. As for what he's doing with his receivers, he's meeting with them an hour before team meetings just to go over those routes. Ryan Tannehill has given the Tennessee Titans life. So much so that sources tell me that there are serious discussions inside the building about giving Tannehill a brand new contract at the end of the season, not franchise tagging him, in a whole new deal. So he's the future starting quarterback for the Tennessee Titans, Sam.
Wow, interesting stuff. A lot there from Diana. A Mike Leach speech getting your team going. You never know what that's going to be. That could be about Pirates, history. I'm glad it's fired them up, though. Teddy, these teams are interesting because I'm not really sure what to make of either one of them right now because we've seen such different sides of them. What do you make of the Titans right now?
There's just no flash to the Tennessee Titans, and I'm glad we're giving the Titans some love on this show because, I mean, we don't talk about them because they're boring. But they're boringly good, you know, in a solid way. And that's what our former teammate Mike Vrabel, that's what Braves wants to do. That's what he wants to do, you know. I could just hear him in front of his team meeting talking to his team. Hey, let's not be the Patriots. Let's not be the Niners. We're not worried about nicknames. Fellas, don't worry about selling T-shirts, okay? It's just about being tight and tough. That's all it is. Run the football, play good on special teams, make impactful plays, get the win, get out of there. And he knows going into that place now, complacency can set in, so he's trying to prevent that. Good coaching by
Teddy, you said 2 things there. You said they're boring and they're good. They're boring and good. I couldn't agree more. And Diana's report doesn't surprise me one bit. Ryan Tannehill's the best quarterback in the league at play action since he started playing. The best. Number 1, okay? Nobody better. The other thing is their run game marries to their pass game. Randy, tight end to the left, eye backfield, receivers over here in the slot. Tell me right now, is this run or pass?
Run.
It's a run, and you know why? They got Derrick Henry, and you got to stop that weak side run. You got to stop the strong side run. That's 8 yards. Yeah, you got a whole job to stop that. Here we go. Tight end, eye backfield,
I'm rolling the dice, Matt. Pass.
No, that's a run.
Run or pass. Run or pass.
That's a run.
You have no idea. Neither does the.
That's why I hate it.
That's why I hate it. It's boring. It's simple. They don't get too cute. All right, here's another one. Tight ends on the right this side. Eye backfield, slot. Here are the receivers. Is it a run or a pass?
Let's play action. Let's play action.
You think so?
I'm going to say
it's
run.
It's a run. Or is it? No, it's not.
All right, Randy, stick with that.
It was a run. Tannehill ran. So they have done a great job of marrying their formations and personnel groups. The exact same thing they do in the run, they will do in the pass, they will do in the screen game, they will do in the naked bootleg. It's boring. There's not 100 million plays, but the plays that they do run, they're very good at.
Guys, it may be boring, but it wins in the playoffs. When you can run the football and play defense, watch out, guys. You don't want this team in the playoffs. They're going to spoil all the parties out there because this is the type of team. I said it a few years ago when Jacksonville actually could play and they could run the football and play defense. That's this team right here. And let's face it, this Derrick Henry, like Diana talked about, Tannehill is a new star of this football team. He's the biggest difference maker, but the star is Derrick Henry.
Yeah.
Feed that beast the football, and he reminds me of Earl Campbell, man. He runs over everybody.
You know, Rex, and I can't agree with you more. Ever since the change at quarterback with Tannehill, it has tremendously shaped this whole team. But like you said, Derrick Henry, when Derrick Henry first came to the Tennessee Titans, he was sharing some of the carries with Marcus Mariota. Now it's solely his show. Ryan Tannehill has been doing some great things. It was a great tape you put up, Matt. You cannot decide if it's run or play action. Teddy, I asked you a couple weeks ago, you have a big back like that, and if he's squaring his shoulders up to that line of scrimmage, the month of December, Derrick Henry is going to be a load for teams to come, and I will see the Titans hopefully make this playoff
And just
push.
quickly, I'll bottom line it. Can the Titans win a championship? Yes, they can. But what it's going to take are plays off of special teams. Plays were like unexpected plays. I've lived it. I've won a championship before. Special teams touchdowns in the AFC Championship. Defensive touchdowns in the Super Bowl. It can be done. We'll see if they got the players to make them.
So Teddy's saying this could be a Super Bowl team. Rex, I know you live in Nashville. Real quick, does it feel like fans are starting to get really excited about this group?
Oh, no question. I hear about it constantly. You know, how come Ryan Tannehill's not in the MVP conversation?
Oh.
Well, he might be in Nashville, but he ain't in the league. But believe me, they believe in this football team for good reason.
Yeah, a lot of excitement around this one. And hey, silver lining for Bama fans who aren't so excited about the college football selection show coming up. You can watch the two Bama guys go after it today for the first time. Josh Jacobs and Derrick Henry.
He retired in March. Chris Hogan and Cordarrelle Patterson left in free agency. And those three players took more than 1,700 yards, 9 touchdowns, and tremendous experience with them. New England has tried to replace them in various ways, drafting N'Keal Harry 32nd overall, signing undrafted rookie free agent Jacoby Myers, and bringing back tight end Ben Watson. Those three have combined for 1 touchdown all season. Others tried to help, but ultimately couldn't. Josh Gordon was reinstated, then released. Antonio Brown was brought in, then tossed out. And when all else failed, New England sent a second-round draft pick to Atlanta for Mohamed Sanu. Nothing has worked exactly the way the Patriots envisioned, at least not yet. And Tom Brady now has his fewest touchdown passes through 12 games since 2005.
Well, shoot, Adam, when you put it like that, it sounds pretty bad. Look, Matt, the most shocking thing to me about this Patriots offense right now is Tom Brady is throwing the football more than anybody in the league right now and has a very low completion percentage. So when you look at this offense, what is the most glaring problem?
Man, there's things that concern me, but the tight end position concerns me probably the most. For whatever reason, they're not thrown to the tight end. The tight ends for the New England Patriots have less catches than all other teams in the NFL. And I think part of it is trust. I don't think Tom Brady has that trust that he had with Rob Gronkowski. Guys are open sometimes. Check out this. This is just a 2-man isolation play on 2nd and 7. Lacoste is wide open. Brady decides, no, I want to force it to my guy. Incomplete pass, missed opportunity. You see that a lot. But the other thing that you see is they no longer have this non-traditional matchup in the isolation game. Rob Gronkowski up top, everybody else down here. If they want to overplay Julian Edelman and your trips formation, you got someone to go to. Check out Brady's eyes. His eyes go right to the safety. The safety's looking over here at Edelman. So Brady knows immediately, right away, I'm going backside to my slant to Rob Gronkowski. 3rd and 10, first down. He doesn't have that. So I think they either need to change who they are offensively, find creative ways to run the football, or he's just got to have that trust and go to these tight ends when they are open.
And if that lack of trust continues, that defense of the New England Patriots is going to have to step up, and it starts with stopping Travis Kelce and Tyreek Hill of the Kansas City Chiefs. So how do you take care of him? Look at everything from last 2018 Week 6. They put a little traffic in front of him. They have outside leverage, but they're dropping back Hightower because of the shallow crosser here, playing games with Mahomes. He takes the bait, throws it, and there's the interception that the Patriots definitely need to get this offense going. Here it is. Watch this. This is in the red area. Hightower travels from one side all the way to the other just to do what? To reroute Kelce, move on to the quarterback, but let's rotate this around just a little bit, and now let me show you. The double team now, after the reroute, this is basically a triple team. Hightower, the two defensive backs, get some pressure. He still tries to go to Kelsey. That's why Belichick wants to take him away. And then this being from the AFC Championship, we all know this. McCourty over the top of Hill. They're not going to give it to him. Someone else is going to have to contribute from the Kansas City Chiefs because the rush is coming. So taking away Kelsey, taking away Hill, based on the pass, it's their number one goal, and it's how that offense, that struggling offense of yours that has no trust, it's the only chance they got.
Yeah, those two only combined for 4 catches in that game. But you know who had a huge game that week, who's been struggling of late? Sammy Watkins, 114 yards for him in that game. So he may be the guy to watch out there today. Well, we've been talking about V Week all week long on ESPN. We've teamed up with the Kansas City Chiefs and the University of Kansas Health System to help raise awareness and funds for the V Foundation for Cancer Research. This Monday, Chiefs cheerleaders and players delivered ESPN care packages to patients and their families. And today, Sammy Watkins and Cam Irving have dedicated their cleats to the V Foundation as a part of the NFL's My Cause, My Cleats initiative. And our guys got to participate too. So Teddy, tell me what we're working with here.
Well, Teddy's team is My Foundation, Sam. Me, of course, being a 2-time stroke survivor. We raise funds for research and awareness of stroke and heart disease. You see the Boston Marathon medals right there. Those are the 3 Boston Marathons I've completed for Teddy's team. It's something we're so passionate about, and raising that awareness, that's what we do at Teddy's team.
Yeah, that's really awesome. You went with 2 different cleats there. I just did the same cleats. We matched, but mine is for Danita's Children. It's an orphanage in Haiti that my family and we've been down to visit. There's a hospital there, a school there, and the kids down there, we have their autographs on our cleats. So really awesome that we got to participate this year, even though we're not suiting up for a game this Sunday.
Very cool. And just another reminder of how great things can be when the NFL and the players come together and compromise on something. Guys, we're doing it on their own.